Get that mic out of shot there. No, I guess you're just hanging around. You know what? You can become part of the set. Why not? Hi there everybody and welcome to Watch Wilkes. My name is Josh Wilkes and you're watching me, so therefore you are watching Watch Wilkes. First video of the new year, done in one take. We're off to a good start. I apologise if the lighting looks a little bit weird. I'm in a different spot in the main bedroom, so I just wanted to try something a little bit different, so I don't know what this lighting setup is going to look like post-editing. But anyway, enough rambling. So as I do every year, this is my end of year roundup, and once again, unfortunately, towards the end of the year, I slipped up. Towards the end of the year, a lot of stuff ended up getting to me, my mental health took a massive dive, and I wasn't able to upload on this channel anymore. As I've stated before, I find it way easier to upload stuff on TPG because it's easier to make a video interesting and make a video funny when you've got a video game in front of you, because that's the main focus. It's not my ugly mug, obviously here, so all I've got, and my pop vinyls behind me, but that's about it. But anyway, I didn't want to talk too much about that. I just wanted to basically get that out of the way, and I wanted to try and make this video as positive as possible. So this is going to be my yearly roundup. I'm going to talk about all the good things that happened this year, ignoring the bad stuff that happened this year, and then talk about what my New Year's resolutions are for 2019. Okay, so here we go. So there wasn't a huge amount of note very early in the year. In February I finished my half sleeve on this arm. In March I did have quite an amusing moment where me and a few friends were playing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on the HD re-release, and I've been now quoted as saying, "Fuck off Tiki, you stripy cunt." Yeah, great, there goes any monetization I had for this video. Just kidding, I never monetized. In April I saw Ready Player One for the first time, which has now creeped its way up into my top 5 films of all time. Stumbled over my words, great. Also back in April I passed my driving test on my 5th attempt. Finally, I am a certified licensed driver. So May was the really busy month of this year. I picked up my first car, I had my dissertation, which went really well, thank you for asking. Phil and Hayley, my 2 best friends, got married. That wedding took place, I was the best man there, it was really good, it was really cool, it was really fun, really liked it. Also in May I proposed to Katie as well, so we're engaged, which was really nice. So then June rolled around, and a couple of big things happened in my life. 2 of my closest friends from university got married as well, Nathan and Maddie. Hello if you're watching. Good evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time of the fucking day it is. And as well as that, I moved on in my own personal life when I moved in with Katie as well. So I've now been living with her for a little over 6 months. So I don't know how she's put up with me. I really don't get it. I'm not easy to live with. I don't get it. But she's done very well so far, and hasn't killed me yet, so that's always a nice bonus to the proceedings. So in July, it was my birthday, so I finally turned the ripe old age of 23. I went to Torquay for the first time, drove up to Torquay in order to meet some of Katie's closest friends. Might I say, it was a really difficult trip for me, because I don't do well on hills in my car. My car doesn't like it very much. I don't like it very much. Torquay's full of fucking hills. Sort it out, please, for the love of God. Also, something of note, cosplay-wise, in July I went to LFCC and debuted my Joker cosplay from Persona 5. That cosplay has become one of my favourites. It had a really good reception, a lot of people were stopping me and asking to take photos, and again, I really like Persona 5, so it helps that that's also a thing, you know? I don't know what this is. I really don't know what the fuck is wrong with me today. In August, nothing really massive of note happened. I got a promotion at work, but that kind of led into some of the more low moments of my life, basically. So, we'll get it. I don't want to talk too much about that. However, there were some good things of note that came between the end of August and now, basically. So in September I celebrated 2 years being with Katie, and also finally went through my graduation ceremony. So yes, I'm now a university graduate. Well, I was officially a university graduate back in September, but I don't know if I ever said that in a video, so yeah, now you know, I guess. Once again in October, nothing major of note happened. It was Katie's birthday, so I treated her to a PlayStation 4, of which she's now started playing games with me and Phil and Haley, which is great. It's been a really, really good way for us to both unwind a little bit. The only other thing really of note that happened in October was MCM, which again is something I just really enjoy. It helps me kind of get away from things. And at that point, I really needed to get out. I really needed a getaway. Just from feeling fucking sad and angry all the fucking time. I laugh about it now, but it was actually quite bad. Then in November, things started to improve. I got things in motion for a new job, and generally my mood started to slowly improve. By the time I'd left my job at the start of December, things were already improving massively. I had things in motion for a new job. I got things in motion for a big video, like a big video series almost, that's going to be coming out. And also in December, I cooked my first ever Christmas dinner, which actually went surprisingly well. I'm quite proud of myself for that. Overall, 2018 has been a major year of ups and downs. The ups have been really, really great, but the downs have been really, really shitty. So I guess, you know, life is an exercise in duality and all that jazz. But I'm actively going to be looking to improve my life in 2019. I've said before that I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, but I really feel like this year is going to be the year where I really start to get things in. Here are my 10 resolutions for 2019. I know 10 seems like a lot, but a lot of these kind of overlap into each other, so bear with me, let me explain. So the first two things on my list of resolutions are to do more music projects and to write more music. Now these things are already in motion, where I've got a couple of bands and a couple of projects that I want to get involved with, and I am getting involved with, but I want to really, really try and focus more time into my music. I've neglected it a lot over the last 6 months, just due to having no energy, no motivation, just really, really not doing what I should be doing if I want to make a career out of music. So 2019 is going to be the year when I change that. I'm going to at least get projects going and get them off the ground and really, really put some time and effort and energy into them. And if I start to slack on that, then I need to look at myself and figure out why I'm slacking. The next part is work on technical stuff. I'm really, really interested, or have been really, really interested in learning more about technical support. So Phil was kind enough to send me some information for IT technicians. He is a self-trained IT technician himself and has recently passed a really, really, really difficult exam. I don't know if you saw on our Totally Professional Gaming Twitter, but you can go back and read that tweet if you really want. Shameless plug. But Phil's basically sent me some information to kind of help me progress through that. And then from there I can start looking at maybe doing some things on the side, learning some bits from him, and basically hoping to progress that into perhaps even a new career. Or maybe it'll just be something I do on the side. I don't know. The next thing on my list, I want to get fitter. I want to get in better shape. The main way I'm going to do that is I've started playing basketball again. So me and Katie tend to go out once a week or once a fortnight and just play basketball for a good solid few hours. I've also got a friend of mine who does basketball on Sundays, and we'll be catching up with him to do that as well. The other thing that I want to do is I want to try my hand at wrestling. Again, it's something to help me stay fit, but I've always been interested in pro wrestling, as you well know, and so maybe getting a handle on things and looking at things as a hobby, maybe that's a good way for me to stay in shape. I don't know how well it's going to go, but at least if I give it a go, I can say I've tried. Next thing on my list is to visit another country. At the end of January, I'll be going away to Amsterdam to go see a band called Day 6 with my friend Beth. But after that, I want to go to another country. I want to visit more countries, and I want to do at least one other than Amsterdam by the end of this year. Or at least put things in motion. That's going to be a running theme with this, which I'll explain at the end. The next thing jumps back to music again. I want to get better at guitar looping. I've been really, 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 really into Tash Sultana recently. I think her fucking album, EP, Jungle is fantastic, and her new album is phenomenal as well. She's an incredible musician, and she does a lot of it through just guitar looping, like doing it all herself. And I want to learn the process of that and teach myself how to do that, or possibly get some help with doing that. But either way, that's something I want to do, because I think that is one of the biggest things that will help me become A, a better guitar player, and B, be able to write more. I want to, like, when I can hear stuff going on, I tend to be able to write and create more when I can hear like a chord sequence going in the background or anything like that. Sorry, I looked down, my phone vibrated because I got it in my hand because it's got, yeah. The seventh thing regards to this channel, I want to get back on schedule with Watch Worlds, but I'm trying not to pressure myself with it. This channel was kind of a big outlet for me to, it's sort of, I treat this channel almost like a journal of my life and things that are going on in my life. But the problem I find is I find my life insanely boring, and I don't think I have a lot to say. I can't tell you how many times I set up my camera over the last 3 months and just put it straight back down again because I couldn't think of what to say. I didn't have any ideas, and I didn't just want to stand here and ramble. So what I'm thinking, in order to kind of appease both sides of that, is maybe doing like a little rambly video on my smartphone, like I do when I just want to get an update out on how I'm doing. Just do like a little rambly thing, just something, anything to kind of keep the channel rolling a bit more, because I do love this channel, but again, there's a certain part of me that has to be in full effect for this channel to work, and that part of me has not been in great effect as of late, and it does keep getting affected whenever I get really, really busy, really, really overwhelmed, and really, really sad, which has happened frequently over the last couple of years. But I'm not going to let that happen anymore. I'm going to do my best to ensure that I get out at least one video a month, like guaranteed. Every month, at least one video. The next thing is to improve my general health. In terms of my general health recently, it's taken a dive. My asthma's gotten worse, my anxiety's kicked up again, depression's kicked up again. My general physical and mental well-being has declined over the last few months. It's back on the rise again, but there are still things I need to do to improve it. I need to go back to the doctors to see them about my asthma, and I need to generally just start taking better care of myself. I spend far too much time putting everything else above my own health, and I need to stop doing that. So this is going to be the year where, again, at least I start doing that. The next thing I want to do is I want to play more video games. I want to play more video games. I played a fair few video games throughout the last couple of years, but there's still so many games sat on my shelf that I'm either only partway through, haven't even started yet, have opened, installed, and then not played. I want to find the time to explore, because there's so many good games that I own and just haven't finished or haven't gone back to, just because I haven't been in the right mood. And I hate that. I fucking hate it, because like I look at that and I think, how much money have I spent on these games and not fucking played them? So I'm going to ensure now that I start playing more video games. And that ties in quite nicely with my last thing. I need to find a better work-life balance. As I've just started a new job, my work-life balance is pretty much optimal at the moment. I'm not bringing work home with me. I'm not too focused on what I'm focused on work when I'm there, but once I'm out of those doors, that's it. And that's a balance that I haven't really had for about 2 years. And I think that's part of the reason why I'm feeling so much healthier and so much happier just within the last couple of weeks. If I can find that work-life balance and keep that work-life balance, then I think it will help influence a lot of the other things on my list. And that is the thing with these resolutions. With a lot of people, they want to put targets on everything, like I have to lose this much weight between this and this, or I have to play this many games between this and this. I'm not about that. I'm not about that, because if you set yourself targets and then things go wrong in your life, you're going to be disappointed, you're going to get miserable. So what I'm using these 10 resolutions as is a start point. So then when I can look back on these at the end of 2019 and I see this list and then I look back at the year, I can say to myself, okay, what have I done to service each of these? Even if it's something small, it's an achievement, it's something, it's a starting point. I have been in my life far too focused on rushing to the top in every single aspect of my life, whether it be work, music, anything. I'm far too focused on getting to where I want to be and not focused on the journey that will help me get there. And so that's one of the biggest things that I need to focus on. I need to focus on making a start on everything on that list. These resolutions could last me 10 years, legitimately. But I need to remember the fact that I'm 23. I'm 23 years old. I have a stable job. I have a fiance who supports me and everything. I have great friends. I need to not be in such a rush to get everything sorted in my life in an instant. I've done it before. I've had a good work-life balance. I've had a great music balance before, and I'm gonna do it again. Might take me a while, but to be fair, I've just hit my mic. Realistically, I've got time. So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I really wanted to get out in this video. I feel like this is a good start to get me back into the year. I've also really noticed I could really do with a shave. I could really do with a shave. The beard is taking over my face. I've got too much hair going on. I look like it from the fucking Addams Family. But either way, if you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. I'm going to be making videos every month again. Promise. I will. Get it done. Sorry. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And as always, I've been Josh Wilkes. You've been watching me. So therefore, need to hit the mic again. You've been watching Watch Wilkes. Not doing another take of that. I can't be bothered. Fuck it. It's done now. Start the year as you mean to go on. We make fuck-ups. Life goes on. This mic is nice. I like this mic. Need to get a pop shield though. I'm babbling. Bye!